I'm gonna start the recording. See how it goes.
No, Dion's dead. Ugh, 3 more levels. No, 2 more levels. I don't get a feat. I haven't had a feat yet. I need a feat. I need all the feet.
I could have taken a feat at level 4, but I was so weak as a barbarian that I had to use them both on strength.
Well,
Oh no, I did one on strength, one on con. Never mind.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm like the worst barbarian of all time.
nah,
16 strength.
Nah, it's not that bad.
it's not bad.
I think Yasha on Critical Role is actually worse.
Fair.
She might have a higher strength, but her other stats are way low.
He's here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Who's here?
The guy that just picked up his microphone and said, "Is he?"
Hey, Dan.
Yes.
Is there any way you can adjust it so that we can't hear the fan coming through?
I can probably turn the fan down too. Will that help any?
It's still going to.
Okay. Let me turn it down because I think it is on the highest setting right now.
Okay.
I'm getting feedback from someone's computer. I think it's 6s. I can hear myself.
Oh, well, I can't hear the. I hear a little feedback of my. I can hear myself through your mic, but I don't hear the fan anymore. That's good.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah. Except
Yeah.
that there's a lot of feedback, like hearing myself through someone else. Actually, 6. I can hear myself through your mic. I must test this. Can I still hear myself? I can still hear myself a little bit through your mic.
I don't understand this damn thing. I didn't change anything.
Are you listening to? Are you listening through your headset or the computer speaker?
No, it's a headset.
Unplug and replug it back in.
I did. Did it change it?
Hello, hello.
No, it's still bad.
What the? I hate this thing.
I mean, you could go push to talk, but I know that's annoying that feedback is.
Did I change it?
Hello?
Nope, still hear ourselves.
Yeah.
Is Cricket almost done? I know she's booting up the computer.
Six is you.
Is that better?
Hello?
Hello,
Oh,
hello, hello.
Hello? Hello? I can hear myself still.
Maybe I just got you too loud. Hold on.
Do you
I mean,
have...
I can hear myself too.
Is that better?
Hello? 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 Can't hear myself anymore.
Alright, I think it's just so loud that it's picking up.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Ha! Not hearing myself that much anymore.
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear
That was
you.
just a test. No, I was doing it. I was trying to hear myself over his thing.
Cool. So, Cricket almost done?
Yeah.
I just want to get the game rolling.
We're only 40 minutes late, you guys.
Okay. So, last thing for you guys was the morning after.
Yes, and the Six read a letter to us.
Was that a hard pill to swallow?
What?
Sure, I read a letter.
Yes. I'm so glad you made the joke. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was waiting for Dion to make it, but no. Anyway, Dion would make that joke. Drunk Dion would make that.
Yeah, probably.
Dan's full of anxiety right now, sorry.
Oh, I bet he's having anxiety.
I mean the player.
I bet.
No, other anxieties. Anyway, do you mind if we start the recap without Miss Cricket?
She should be on in a second. She just went in there. You can go ahead and start.
So, oh,
Hello.
hello.
Yay. Okay, let's get this recap going.
Okay, so basically, we were going to rush somewhere as Dion tried to rush off. He got some sort of fancy vision that he has not told us about. We ended up just traveling, continuing our same route. We slept that night and woke up the next morning, and Six read to it. I think it was Six, or was it Jorak?
It was
It
Zorak.
wasn't me, it was short.
Jorak read a letter to us that was found on Romita. It said, I give you praise for planning the fall of the barrier. Our Lord is pleased with your work. You are to continue to sow terror and discord along the eastern and southern sides of Haven Empire, the Holy Haven Empire. Alondra has ordered her vampire legions to harry. It's the wrong type of harry, by the way. It's Harry, not Hairy.
I think it auto-corrected because I was on my phone.
Could have.
Yeah.
Legions to harry the north while she is off with the Legion of Dusk in search of the immortal sun. Having been touched by its power, she claims she can bring it out of its hiding place. Vivian and Lidok seem to have succeeded in persuading Sulfera to attack as well. Vanguard will be striking soon, and you need to ensure that the north will receive low reinforcements, or they may fall back. Or everything has happened as our Lord has intended. Let's not fail him now. Your cult of the Shrouded Sun has done good work. See that it continues. Your request for more hybrids has been denied until we have the immortal sun. Our Lord Steward, Dagmar. done.
Jaguar.
And then that's actually where we cut. We didn't do anything.
Yep.
last
Correct.
Okay,
So
so
recap done.
oh, Zill got bit by a werewolf for all the people watching.
Oh yeah, I got bit by a werewolf. I am the chosen one of Paylor, and I got bit by a werewolf, and Dion's gonna kill me. We're good. Let's do this.
Just had to throw that in there. Full moon's 5 days away.
Sure, I
T-minus
did a lot of
5.
damage.
Okay,
Somebody's full of themselves.
Fuck yeah, he
Out
is.
of camp.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this.
so it's morning. You guys are still mulling over all that stuff. What's going on?
We also had another necklace of the shrouded sun. I ended up giving mine, and Jorek gave the other one, both to Dion. Zill is crying blood.
I also gave Dion the swath of cloth that had his family's crest on it. That was like covered in blood.
Right, that was a thing. Oh, and
It was old blood, so it wasn't like fresh blood, but it was like stained with blood. It definitely looks old.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So it could be a poop stain.
That is his sister you were talking about.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I guess we don't know that.
I mean, Romita said it already at this specific point. Let's do this. All right. So I assume we get up, we pack up, and we head out? Or are we going to sit here and discuss the letter?
Dion doesn't even mention it. He's so quiet right now.
I mean, so is Zill. I guess we pack up and go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that works.
And just trudge on.
So you guys travel for the day. Who's leading the group? I'm assuming probably Cricket because she has the highest.
Dion will.
She's our survivalist.
Dion will.
No, I was gonna say something else.
Well, Dion.
Dion will ride side by side with Zill when he can, and right behind her when he can't.
Okay.
Are we still tracking?
You're not tracking, but you're just like survival to move through the forest at ease,
Oh.
looking for natural trails and
Oh
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Where were we going? I don't even remember.
We're headed to the Silken Path, and specifically there's a ranger station nearby that has some sort of material that will let us get through the Silken Path without getting tangled in webs.
Okay.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
So there's
that.
lots of caterpillars making silk.
Yes.
Oh god, I hope there's not giant spiders.
Nice.
From
friendly
what you guys know, the Silken Path, it's a canyon that blocks this valley. It's basically spider webs make bridges across the valley. You have to, some paths you have to descend down into the canyon and work your way around, finding other paths up. But there's rangers that live near the valley that hunt the spiders that live within the canyon for all their parts and stuff, because the spider bits are very valuable when sold to the right people. And this is basically a giant... this is a giant nest of them, so there's like an endless supply of them. So it's very valuable. It's a very valuable job because they require all the parts of the spider can be used for something important in the world wherever they get sent. So it's very
I just
profitable.
posted a picture.
Yep.
For those of you who are not aware of this already, there is the Silken Path. We are between Silken Path and Green Tree, somewhere in there.
Mhm.
And the little red dot up above the A in Path, that is where we're supposed to be, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right. Okay. So you guys travel for the day. Whoever is leading the group, just go ahead and make a survival check.
That would probably be Cricket. Cricket, you are really quiet. I have you maxed out and I can't hear you.
Oh.
Do you have your microphone turned?
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
All right.
All right.
Hold on a second.
Roll your dice. There you go. Where's my
Oh.
fail?
Wait, my numbers are different now since we leveled. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get +8. Yep. 14. Okay. So you guys travel for the day. You've managed to find a little bit to forage along the way, so you have a little bit of snacks and stuff to go with your meals. You travel along some small, what looks to be like wilderness trails, and you find a fairly nice place to camp for the night. But you don't happen to. You don't find like as secure of a place as you have a couple nights of this journey.
Fuck you, 6. We're gonna say that. As soon as I typed it, I was like, oh, well, neither is he. Well, so
Okay.
wasn't he throughout the day.
Okay. So that happens, and
Does everybody notice this, or is this just like?
are you trying to hide it, Zill, or?
She just, if anyone offers her food, she's like, no, thank you, I'm not hungry.
Okay.
All day. Make of it what you will.
She only wants raw meat.
I was just gonna make a werewolf joke, dude.
Fuck you.
Only craves the flesh of
Mm-hmm.
the living.
Human hearts.
She wants to hunt her food, not be given it.
Mm-hmm. It's no fun if it didn't feel fear before it died.
You guys. I mean, you're right, but fuck you anyway. All right.
Half a second. He beat me by half a second.
Okay. So you guys set up camp for the night. Yep.
Back on the menu, boys. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay. So you guys set up camp for the night. And what are people doing for their watches this night?
Yeah, I'm casting Dark Vision on myself.
Oh, are you guys doing anything before you go to bed?
Yeah, Zill wants to go for a walk. Zill would ask Dion if he would like to join her on a walk.
Yes,
Seeing
he
as
would.
he's not, seeing as he hasn't left her side.
Right.
It wouldn't be anything spectacular or anything. She just needs to go on a walk, and she kind of wants to be alone, but she also knows that's not an option.
Right.
But she doesn't say anything.
Okay.
During the walk.
One thing will happen during this time. He'll be quiet except for one thing. He gives her his silver mirror,
Oh. She takes it.
and he says, "Remember who you are."
She
And that's
just
it.
looks into it and is just bawling her eyes out. She cries. She sits down by a tree and cries when that happens.
This is while you guys are out on the walk.
Mm-hmm.
She cries a lot.
Okay.
When they walk away, I lean over to 6 and Greg and I'm like, we know about the wings thing. What are they doing?
I do not know.
I'm also going to
Okay.
take that out of my inventory, so you should put that in yours, Cass. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's weird. They've been really quiet since the fight with Romita. I just don't know what's going on.
Didn't we see her get bit?
Cricket, you're quiet again.
Ah, sorry. Didn't we see her get bit?
Oh yeah. No, all of you know she got bit.
Okay.
There was blood everywhere.
Yeah.
I thought the shield thing blocked it?
You don't know? None
Okay.
of us know for
Okay.
sure.
Zill was just a bloody mess after that fight.
Yeah. It's not a prevention of damage, it's temporary hit points, so it still bit me. Is what we had decided on.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, I do not understand human emotions. I have no idea what they're doing.
You and me both, brother. And I slap him on the back.
We are not related.
God, I love 6.
I bury my head so hard into my palm. Like, not like, it's just, I'm rubbing my forehead so hard, like, oh my god, 6.
Does your head hurt?
No, 6, I'm fine. We gotta work on your social cues, my man.
Cues?
Just like cues.
I know
like
all the
things.
letters.
Oh my god. We'll do some work. I'll work with you.
I love how we're all like super heavy and emotional, and 6 is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, right? He does know multiple languages, so.
Okay. Hey, so do you guys? What time? Do you guys stay out for long on your walk, or?
It's up to Zill.
Returning before the sun is all the way down.
Okay.
Bill is still not gloating.
And I'll set up traps after they get back.
Okay.
Set up traps. Okay.
Go ahead and make your roll. Survival.
That's exactly it, by the way. That's the 100% that gif is exactly what Jorak
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
15. Okay. You managed to set up a couple traps around camp to help keep people away. Or yeah. Okay. And then from there, how are watches being divided up tonight?
Zill usually takes last watch. She likes waking up early.
Okay, we'll take it.
And Dion will switch to last watch tonight.
You're
I'll
doing
take
last
first.
watch?
Dion's matching Zill's sleep cycle.
Oh, that's true. I guess the two of us for last watch.
Okay. So Cricket
For
was doing
reasons.
which one?
First one.
First watch? Okay. 6 will be
I'll take
dormant.
second.
And then Jorak, you'll take second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be, I guess I'll be awake with. I'll say cricket.
Okay, so go ahead and roll perception for me, guys.
Perception +3.
Oh, didn't that work? Oops. Oh, it did work. Sorry.
No worries.
Oh wow, it's terrible. 13.
Yeah, it was awful. That
Well, you guys
13
have
was miserable.
You have
Why did you try
advantage.
4 times, kid?
Oh, advantage. Yeah, shit.
Well, so many rolls.
So Cricket, you
She's got super advantage.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, you rolled twice, so that's fine.
She rolled 4 times.
Did she roll 4 times?
Oh, that's. Never
Those
mind,
are
that
for
was
her
the
survival.
check.
Is yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
So she got 20 and 23. 6, you didn't need to roll.
Yeah,
Jorak,
I realized that when she.
you
rolled.
have advantage, so you got 17. Okay. Okay. So during your guys' watch, I need to have Dion jump over into Whisper's channel with me.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, while you're sleeping, or when you lay down, you feel a warm presence radiate over you, which is not normal. And you almost feel like you're going to sleep really well tonight, even though all the craziness that's been going on. A calm just falls over you. And at some point, you don't know when you fell asleep. You don't know when you started dreaming. But you find yourself standing in a field outside of Haven. Before you is a lichen. Slender body, blonde fur, golden eyes, with a sadness filling them. You don't notice it, but the sky has both a moon and a sun. It just doesn't seem strange to you. But it's not day or night.
Mm-hmm.
The lichen charges you, and then your instincts kick in. You reach for your weapon, and it's not there. You notice it in the hand of the lichen. And then it's not there. It's back in your hand. Next thing you know, the lichen's on top of you, attacking you as you fight to get free. But this lichen isn't as strong as normal. You break free with ease and unleash your whip, wrapping it around its throat. With a yank, you watch as the chain cinches and crushes its throat. But it's not finished. Your silvered blade slides out of its sheath as if it moved on its own, and you plunge it into the lichen's heart. In that instant, the sky turns red, and you look up at the sun. It's no longer a bright yellow golden glow. It's a dark blood red and getting darker, fading to blue and purples and eventually black, vanishing into the now night sky, leaving only a full moon lingering above you. After a second, you look down and you see Zilliana impaled on your blade. You watch as her light fades. As you look at her, she collapses to her knees. A look of sadness, not for herself, but for you. As her head touches the ground, the earth begins to shake. Cracks explode out from Zill's now dead body, and you watch as she falls into the dark abyss below. As you watch her vanish, your eyes catch movement, and shadows begin to rise out of the sundered earth. Thousands, no millions. Darkness is no longer held at bay by Paler's protective light. You reach out for your whip, summoning your divine energy, but nothing comes. Palor has forsaken you, and darkness is here in his place. In that moment, you wake up.
Okay, before we go back, Dion will be silently crying when he wakes. So if you want to make anyone make perception checks, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do that.
Marion?
Okay.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm bragging about Ichthy's stats.
I'll send that.
It's not Barlow.
I have that typed up, Dion. I'll send that to you.
Okay. I don't think I'll forget it, though.
Oh, I don't think you will either.
That was good, by the way.
Good. I was hoping for that.
It was emotionally effective. We'll say that.
Good. Okay. So that would have happened during Jorak and Six's watch. So Jorak and Six, what were your perception? You got 17.
Do I have to roll another one or just take my passive?
We'll just have your
that
passive.
Watch, I would have been asleep, so 20.
Okay. So
Nice.
both of you will notice Dion does not have a very restful sleep.
To be fair,
He's
Dion has nightmares every night.
this is different. This is different than normal. He thrashes a bit. He almost like he's fighting something, and then
Actually, he would have drawn his sword in his sleep at one point too. Full on.
Yep. Yeah. I.
Did
You
I
guys
see this happen?
Yeah, you would see this happen.
The second he does that, I go from being dormant to like ready. Like I'm awake and have my spear ready.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I noticed that Six does that because I'm like awake, and I just I'm like Six, he's asleep.
He is ready for fighting.
Humanoids have dreams, and when you're asleep, you're capable of doing just about anything if the dream is.
Dreams?
Yes, it's when your mind, like when your body is asleep, but your mind projects images.
Oh, like this, and I cast my minor illusion spell, and I have Jorak riding the unicorn rabbit with his axe, and I make it like run around him.
That's exactly like what a dream is like. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
Okay. So, what do you do after that, Dion?
There's an important question in the group chat, real quick.
Would you have Zill? I don't know.
Up above that, I asked another question.
Do you?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't think that would like. Yeah. No.
Okay, good.
Good.
Just making sure.
I will roll for this then. The other question.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Roll a perception check, and if you roll high enough, I'm sure you'll probably stir awake.
Fuck you and your goddamn exclamation points. No.
Nope.
This is the second. Okay.
You are dead
I like how
asleep.
it yells it at you. Critical fail.
So I don't know if you look above at 363 earlier today. I had to make another check for perception, and it was also a natural one.
Yeah.
So FML, guys. FML.
I saw that and I laughed in the middle of work.
I suck at reading Dion.
Okay.
Which is funny because normally I am really good at it. I'm just really bad when I'm sleeping.
You're overwhelmed, and
I
you're.
am having a bad week, guys.
Mhm.
All right. T-minus
This week is-
4 days.
this week
is one for the
We'll get
dog.
through
Okay.
it.
Jeez.
I need Zill to jump over to Whispers for a minute.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, while Dion's having his dream,
Oh.
you have a little one of your own.
Okay.
Before you stands a man. You've never met him. And he doesn't talk. He just sits with you. Helps calm you. And this dream goes on for what feels like an eternity. No words, just him being there. And at some point, he fades and you wake the next morning.
Do I get a feeling
Um,
of who that might have been?
Yep.
Is it who I does
Yeah, that's exactly who you
know
think it
who
is.
Does Zill know?
You... I don't think Zill would know.
But
Because
she gets the general gist that it is
someone...
divine. Does it feel divine or does it feel like just a person?
I think he would just want to be there for reassurance. He's not there as a divine being. He's not there as anything else. He just wants to be there to help
just
you.
bad.
He's just dad. But Zill doesn't know that.
No, Zill doesn't know that yet. No,
Okay.
I accept this.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can jump back over now.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So Dion stabbed me in my sleep? What the fuck? JK.
Wait,
JK.
I would have seen that.
No. Okay. So,
Perception check.
Rude.
at this point, so Dion, so you would have laid back down, and both Jorak and Six actually would have seen the tears on your face.
Mine.
Okay.
This is Dion's. Zill, you're passed out. You're
Oh yeah, I don't see shit. I got nat 1. I am dreaming hard, guys.
and then at some point it would be time to switch watch, and Zill and Dion would both be woken up for their last watch.
I feel like 6 would be our alarm clock.
Also
I'm
really
technically
loud.
not awake for this one.
Guess what?
but-
It's 6:00.
Ah!
At least it's not high noon.
Jorak
Oh,
kills
God.
himself.
Roll a new character.
Okay.
We're all rolling new characters this week, bitches.
Dion watches emotionless.
6 is the only survivor.
Okay. So you guys switch watch and go ahead and one of you make a perception check for the watch with advantage.
I will let him do it.
Okay. Double check here. Yep. Okay.
And Zill is going to draw a fake in her sketchbook, a new face that she's never drawn before.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. Nothing
Still
much
better
happens.
Yeah.
Is it with it? Oh no, that was with advantage. Jeez.
Yep.
Mhm.
Sorry.
So you spend your whole watch drying, so?
Yeah, which is probably why he rolled so low.
Dion's not doing that.
Okay.
Dion's not drying?
Correct. He just polishes his sword.
Okay.
You gotta come up with a different verbiage for that, my man.
Nope.
No, he means it. No. Anyway, I'm gonna. Dion is the only one awake, so I'm gonna message him.
Do you guys want to jump over the whispers
if
chat?
You're saying or
No,
doing
it's
something
just
I
a
could see and hear it.
It's just a observation.
I think everyone needs a group chat with 6 just so that 6 can know everything that happens.
Lol, just everyone. No, I don't want it.
Badoop. Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
So your guys' watch comes to an end.
Okay.
The nights have been a lot quieter recently. There's not been as much.
It's like we killed the king of the werewolves or something.
It's almost like they are out of leadership and they're not a pack anymore, and fleeing for the hills because you
See,
killed.
when I become a werewolf, I'm gonna be an alpha werewolf. It's
And
gonna
we
be
wake up in the morning and there's just a ring of werewolves around us, like all like bowing and kneeling still.
Okay, so
Wow,
let's.
Dion had a bad day.
Are you guys doing anything first thing in the morning before you head out?
This is probably the first day where Zill really does her whole morning routine. I mean, she never let herself get filthy, other than being covered in mud that one day. But she actually goes through the full routine of cleaning, washing, doing her hair and makeups kind of thing. With
Her morning
magic.
rituals.
Her morning rituals. And she
Dion will spend 10 minutes drawing runes into the dirt.
Okay.
And
Drawing runes?
yes,
In what language?
celestial. So
What's
big
it
old
say?
concentric circles.
What's it say?
are you asking in character?
Yes, I read Celestial.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
you can-
that's up to the DM. It is technically a conjuration spell.
Okay. What is it?
Oh, I know what it is.
Do you want to jump over to?
No, it's fine. As you're reading it, you realize that a wolf is suddenly standing on it. A very, very large wolf.
Oh, summon steed.
Yes.
Ixia freaks out a little bit.
I did it a little ways away for the sake of yeah.
If Ixia sees it, she's gonna like kind of just freeze. Like fight or flight, she's definitely going to freeze.
Are you meaning Zill?
Yeah, sorry, Zill. Too many D&D characters in my brain. Zill is going to freeze and just stand and stare at it, very, very scared.
How far away from camp is this?
You're quiet.
Oh, I'm not that far away. Just far enough that it's not like summoning right next to someone. Like at least a good 15 feet away from anyone.
So you're summoning basically a dire wolf that's like the size of a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Jorak goes nuts. He thinks this is the coolest thing he's ever seen, and like gets like close to the wolf and like wants to like start petting it, and like it's like something that's Jorak sized, and it's just really, really cool. I want to like go up to it and like I don't want to like love on it, but I want to just like give it attention and check it out. And
Oh my god, you've got such a cool dog. Can I pet it?
She will just stare in your face.
I am staring right back.
Cricket draws her bow.
She is silver with blue eyes.
I don't break. I'm staring directly into this wolf's eyes, and I don't break.
Are you like stealthing, or do I see you draw your bow?
Oh, you can see it.
Why are you going to attack my friend?
Friend?
Yes.
You know him?
Dion tilts his head down, looking under the wolf. Says, yes, I know her.
Cricket lowers.
I brought her here.
Six looks under and like wonders what he's looking at.
Has the wolf done anything since I've just been staring at it this entire time?
Yes, she has stared back at you the entire time.
Fuck. I'm really wanting to alpha this wolf.
Not gonna happen.
I don't break. I mean, I'm just sitting there like staring. If anything, I get a little closer.
Roll a concentration check.
Concentration check. I don't even think I had. What is that?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, con save.
That you do have.
Dion, roll for the wolf.
Lol. Okay, let me...
Fucking hell.
I need to find out.
Jorak is such a fuck.
I think he sneezes. He's allergic to this.
Lol. One sec.
While you're staring at it, I petting the wolf.
I think I like take like a half step forward and slip and just fall flat on
Wait,
my ass.
you
Hold
gonna
on,
actually
let's-
pet the wolf?
Let's see what
Six
happens. Okay.
Lol.
Oh my god.
So-
Wait,
so-
what?
So the wolf is staring at you, and Jorak, you're for a second there, you close your eyes, and then all of a sudden you feel a wet ass tongue slap all over your face.
Wet ass.
The wolf was
Sorry.
cleaning its ass before it was summoned.
Ass tongue.
Hmm. She must like you. She doesn't usually lick people.
Then I rub the wolf like right behind the ear.
And then Dion will
Good
take a
girl.
step away and look over his shoulder and say, "At least not while they're alive."
That doesn't phase Jorak at all.
Okay.
There's a
I'm
very relevant gift,
rubbing this giant
and then a
wolf
very
behind
relevant
the ear.
picture in the gift.
Sorry, what, Jar?
No, like I'm rubbing the wolf like behind its ear. Just to say good girl.
Okay. What are you guys doing now? You heading out?
I think so. You said Dion takes a step away.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jorak is going to follow, and just ask him. I said, so, Captain, during my watch last night, I noticed that it wasn't a very restful sleep for you, and at one point you actually drew your weapon. I just want to make sure that everything's all right.
Nope. It's not. And Dion has, during this time, if you're following Dion, he's walked over to Susan and is taking the saddle off of Susan as you're speaking.
Susan, in case you were
Yes.
wondering.
Susan is my horse, and he wants you to respect his life choices.
In that case, I think Jorak just says, all right, well, just know that things can only get better from here. And he goes back towards camp.
Things will get better. You just have
Boy
to
is
kill-
foolishly optimistic.
Oh.
Dion says to Susan under his breath,
What?
"Nothing."
He doesn't actually say that.
Okay.
Did I see him say that? Or mouth it?
He was facing away from everyone, probably. If you were by the wolf, because he
I went by the wolf because I was going over to pet it.
he'd walked away from the wolf to go get the saddle off of the horse. Maybe as Dion's walking back with the saddle, with the tack, he's going to realize that Zill is gone. Zill? Zill? He's gonna drop his tack, and she's running. Is she running away?
Yeah,
Like, oh jeez.
she's having a full-blown anxiety attack.
Do we see this?
6 would have seen it.
I don't know. I've been
Alright.
typing the last 4 minutes and nobody said anything until just now, so on you guys.
6 would have seen it.
Okay. I go sprinting after her.
He is much faster than I am.
Yeah.
He's a monk.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
He can catch up.
I got 45 feet.
Yeah.
He's running on steam powers.
Actually,
Sounds like Sunny and iRobot.
Zill would have sprouted her wings and flown as fast as she could.
Are you doing this for exercise?
So that gives you 60 feet?
Well, it says that my flying is 30, which is stupid because that's as fast as I run.
Okay.
I don't know. It's up to you. Do I get faster flying? Because it says you get a flying speed of 30 feet.
Well, right now, you'd be 30 feet.
Okay.
So,
That
You're
doesn't
just-
matter. It prevents any terrain issues.
yeah.
And she probably flies up and, like, right before her wings stop, she would land in a tree. Just stay there.
Okay.
And she took off, what, like 3 minutes, like a while ago.
Yeah. 6 would have seen you leave, just with his base perception. Unless you want to roll a stealth check, but I think
No,
you were
she
too
was-
distraught to do that.
No, she was just getting away.
Okay. So 6 follows you at a slow pace for him.
Oh.
I just stop at the base of whatever tree you're in.
Oh my god.
DJ, that's at the wrong one. Now go and reaction game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Zill,
She doesn't say anything.
Zill,
He's just gonna keep saying it.
Zill.
She looks down at you. Like she just starts crying.
Can I climb the tree up to her?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll something?
You can go ahead and do
Like
an
acrobatics.
acrobatics. You can do acrobatics.
At about this point, Dion will shout Zilliana.
Is a 26 good enough to get up the tree?
Yeah. It almost
I just like scramble up the tree like a
to
spider.
Zill, it almost looks like you fly up the tree. Because you're just like you've never seen a piece of metal move like that, Zill. It's kind of amazing.
Why do you crap?
He knows what crying is, but he doesn't know what a dream is.
Oh.
I can see crying. I can't see a dream.
Why is your face leaking?
Go.
She's trying to form words, but she can't. I don't know if y'all have ever seen someone having a panic attack. It's a thing.
I have 6 hasn't.
Yeah. That's fair.
Did I notice that when she took off, it was when the beard?
It was. Yeah, you definitely it definitely coincided. So
Are you afraid of wolves?
She just kind of shakes her head, yes.
Should I ask Dion to send it away?
She shakes her head. No. And
6 is
Fine.
very confused.
I'll be fine. And then at that point, I assume I hear him yell my name.
Yeah.
There's only concern in the voice.
Yeah.
Probably the most emotion you've ever heard from him, actually.
I look at 6 and I'm like, will you tell Dion I'm over here?
Yes. And I immediately jump out of the tree. 3-point superhero landing. And go sprinting back.
As a cog pops out of your ankle.
I sprint up to Dion, like stopping right in front of his face. What did you ask me to say? That you're fine?
Tell him where I am.
Oh.
she's stuck in a tree.
Zill is this way. She is in a tree, and I just go sprinting back the way I came. I don't wait for any response.
he will just follow you on foot. Can I
far
make
does she go?
an
Can you keep
insight check?
On
Garbled, dude.
insight on 6.
On why Zill is missing? Or an intelligence check? It's fine. It's fine if no. That's fine.
Go ahead and make an insight check. I'll set a DC, and you'll be able to intuit it if you roll high enough.
Okay.
Can I whisper you what the DC should be?
Do I even need to ask him?
If you want
I
to.
mean,
If you want to.
he knows what the DC is. Oh well,
You want that?
yeah.
That seems pretty fair.
Nope.
Nope.
That's fitting. He chases after 6. Well, my role for the viewer. He chases after 6 and probably does not keep up at all.
How far did she go?
She flew for a minute, so about, I'd say, 300 feet. So, not incredibly far, but...
But far enough that I would run
be
too far
600
from Dion to keep up.
It's about 600 feet because she
He
would
would-
action and then dash. That's 60
Oh, okay.
feet per round.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm going,
Yeah.
what, 90 feet a turn?
Yeah. And Dion, so you would have outpaced him pretty quickly, but he sees the direction you're going, and he can follow.
Okay. He finds me just standing at the bottom of the tree looking at him. Just waiting for him. She is up there. I point.
Okay.
She is holding a mirror and looking at herself.
Zill.
She just kind of looks down. Hi, Dion.
At the risk of asking a ridiculous question, are you all right?
I think so. She looks kind of at the tree. She's like, I'm not sure how I'm going to get down, though.
Give me a moment. And then he'll look at 6.
I climb up the tree again.
And
Like, the instant she says that, he just climbs the tree.
that works.
If he thinks
It's not as graceful this time, but he manages to make it up at some point.
Get on.
she blinked, and then she's like, okay, and then I
Like piggyback
Piggyback.
style, yeah.
she like piggyback.
Do you want me to roll to get down, or
Yeah, go ahead and roll to get down.
Oh boy.
is that acrobatics still?
This is the moment he rolls a natural 1.
Right?
Right? No, well, let's see.
Huh?
Nope, you manage to get down the tree just fine. A couple branches snap on the way, but you manage to grab another branch and prevent you from falling.
Dion tenses every time it snaps. Like, don't land on her, please. Don't land on her. It's
So-
his internal
200
monologue.
pounds of metal and wood.
Okay, so you get to the ground.
Zill stands up and brushes herself off with all the, sap and twigs and shit. Not literal shit. And
That's good.
Who pooped all over this tree?
Anyway.
She looks at Dion and she's like, I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting that. And she kind of looks over his shoulder to see if it's still with him.
Oh. I did not have her follow. In fact, I told her to stay without using word.
Okay. It startled me, that's all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to run.
Sorry, that was tactless of me. As he looks over at Iris and looks back to Zill.
Is it still within eye shot?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
like 600 feet away?
Through the forest, probably not.
It's just... Oh, okay.
I'm ready to go back now. She's still
The
holding
second she
her
says that,
hand.
Six picks her up,
No, please.
Oh.
I.
puts her back down.
She brushes herself off again. A little OCD here. I'd rather walk, thank you. And she will let Dion guide her back to the clearing.
Okay.
And when the wolf gets in sight, she kind of like tenses up again, but keeps walking. And then like kind of hides behind Dion as they approach, but doesn't say anything. She just doesn't take her eyes off it either.
If it makes you feel better, Zill.
You're quiet, dude. I can't hear you.
If it makes you feel better, Zill. Iris is... I don't know the best way to say this. Iris is... a divine being.
Zill visibly relaxes. Oh?
Yes.
Zill's gonna use detect magic.
And she only speaks one... I'm sorry. She only speaks one language, though. Well, understands, rather.
Zill uses detect magic for one.
You definitely sense the conjuration magic, but you also you definitely sense that it's a divine conjuration, though.
She definitely relaxes, and as he says that she understands one language, she says in Celestial, because I mean, obviously it's Celestial. Hello, Iris. Nice to meet you. May I approach?
She doesn't stop you.
Zill, like, tentatively walks forward, but, like, pushes Dion in front of her. She's scared as shit still.
She will not harm you, Zill. I can guarantee you that.
As Zill approaches, Iris will lower down and put her head on the ground. Like she's laying down.
Zill relaxes some more, and she slowly walks over. She's pet dogs before. She kind of, like, pets it on the head. And says, again in Celestial, I'm sorry I was scared of you. I've had a really rough week. It's very nice to meet you there. And she just sits there petting the dog for a little bit.
Iris will nudge you and lick your arm where your bite was at.
Zill flinches, but
Jeez.
she's okay. All right, I have to roll this because I have to decide what she feels about this. No, not exclamation. She is still when the lick happens, she is very tense and kind of pulls her arm back, swallows hard, and just kind of gets up and walks over to Winnie.
Okay.
Dion will go finish what he was starting to do and put his tack on Iris.
Okay. Then are you guys heading out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And anything else anybody else wants to do?
I'm letting Susan go.
Is Susan bigger than the horse that Jorak is riding?
I don't really remember.
Susan's a warhorse. I don't know what Jorak's horse is.
I mean, Jorak's horse would have to be like a Clydesdale size thing to.
So they're probably about the same size.
Do you have a riding horse or a war horse?
I don't know what I have.
I think because
We
Jorak.
just said we got some horses.
I think you guys got them from the barracks, so they would be war horses.
Okay.
Because
That's
you have
funny.
your contacts, Jorak.
Zill's
Yeah.
is listed in here. It's just a regular horse, not a war horse. Apparently, I don't have a war horse. It's okay. Winnie is my favorite, and I give her all the pets.
Oh, really? I thought Winnie was a warhorse.
Well, I thought so too, but I just checked, and apparently she's not listed in here as a war horse. Do you
Thought
mind if I
Winnie was a
upgrade her to a
poo.
war horse, DM?
I can't remember if it was because you guys just bought regular horses.
I don't know.
I mean, if that's the case, then Susan's not either.
I think you guys bought regular horses now I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Because you guys didn't have any when you left Haven.
Either way, he's got a wolf now, so.
Yeah. So, okay.
So fucking bad.
Okay. So you guys now head off for the
Someone's
day?
breathing into their mic.
What was that?
You guys
Sorry, there was. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we head out for the day.
head out for the day. Who wants to do the check to travel? Make sure you're going in the right direction.
I think we all know that answer.
Cricket, no.
Is that survival, right?
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say Jordan.
No. I'll take it.
Cool. Okay. So on this day, as you guys are traveling, you come across a much more well-worn path. It's almost as if it's been maintained, and it's wide enough that a wagon could travel down it. And it appears to be headed in the right direction. Are you guys going to follow the path?
Can I
Zill is following Dion.
do some kind of investigation or something on it? Or is that what I just rolled?
I'm gonna say you guys probably suspect that this is the path that the Rangers use to travel their goods down to civilization.
Okay.
Because they have to be able to haul their stuff out of the forest, because they're at least a week's travel away from any civilized city. Is what you assume, because it's just a dirt path, but it's a pretty well worn one, so it's frequented, and it's
Okay.
basically it's maintained from use. So this would actually probably speed up your travel by a couple days, because you have now a clear path that you can travel on, if you guys choose to travel the path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dion wouldn't object.
So you guys reach the path and you start traveling down it for the rest of the day. Earlier in the day than you normally would stop, you notice that there is an outcropping on the side that has a little stone pit for a fire, and it almost looks like it's a little camping spot. It's like probably about an hour earlier in the day than you would normally stop, but looks like a fantastic place to set up camp.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to do this right now, but I will be right back, and then don't end the day because I have stuff. So
Sounds good.
I'll be right back. You guys RP in the meantime.
Okay, so you guys set up camp. What do you guys want to do for the evening before Zill returns?
I start asking Zill a lot of questions.
Of course. Just roll at her. Just. Where are you from? What's your family? How old are you?
Where do we send your body?
What's your birthday? What's your favorite color?
It's just nonstop. It's beratement almost. It's like when a dad meets his daughter's first boyfriend or something. That level of grilling.
You're like sharpening your axe while you're doing that.
DM polishes his sword.
Oh God, man!
Out in front of everyone?
Yep.
I thought that's what your trips in the woods were for.
You know, I can't turn my eyes off. Time.
Do you guys want to do anything else between you guys? RP between you guys?
Dan doesn't have much to say right now.
As kind of as we get to camp, I like sort of shoulder bump into what's the name of the wolf?
Iris.
Iris, and like do like a playful like shoulder bump, like maybe I want to wrestle with the giant wolf.
She reacts aggressively.
Is it legitimate aggressiveness or is it like?
It's like she's ready for combat aggressiveness.
God damn it! I was using like a playful aura about it. I just want to wrestle with the giant wolf. Like
I don't know if you've ever played with a wolf before.
What do
I have.
Roll?
I have.
What do I gotta
IRL.
roll? Is it like a strength check or something?
That's up to what the DM wants to do with it.
So you're shoulder bumping the wolf.
Yeah, and kind of like a playful thing, but then the wolf like starts growling, and I mean I don't want to like legitimately fight it, but I kind of want to settle things down.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check for your shoulder bump just to see how.
Hey, Beck.
Important reaction gif.
Yep.
Just flat strength.
Yeah.
Is this a contested roll? Or is this...
No. I have a number for it, so... 12. Okay. Iris immediately, like, as you bump her, swings her head around and, like, smacks you with her head. And then flips her body around and snarls at you.
What would I need to roll to like calm the wolf down and like
animal
let her know
handling?
I was kidding.
Animal handling?
Christ's sake, okay, that's a 0. Let's just do a flat roll. Oh, fuck yes.
Oh, yeah. You deftly calm Iris down.
Okay. And then I look over at Dan and I said, bad idea.
Yes, she's trained for combat. I would not play with that training.
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm back.
Okay.
In case you missed that.
Was there any more RP before?
I want to do my RP if no one else has RP.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I wanted to do something with Cricket, but...
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead and do that.
No, she can go ahead.
do it. Mine is going to be longer. I promise you.
You don't know that?
I'm pretty fucking sure.
Listen, if there's one thing I know about Six, is that he can have a very long conversation and not understand any of it.
I mean, that's actually really fair.
So he can have the same conversation multiple times, basically.
So, I'm assuming Cricket's like sitting off by herself like normal.
Yes.
Working on traps or whatever. I'm gonna go over there and be... Cricket, do you remember the day you found me?
Yes. I didn't tell you about that.
I don't recall.
Yes, I found you in the woods one day, very broken. So
What had happened?
I don't know. I don't know how long you were there.
He did have moss and stuff growing on him when you found him. So he had been there for a while.
Are you gonna tell him that he had moss on him?
Oh no, I thought you. Oh.
Sorry, you're really quiet again, my dear.
So you must have been there for a long time. You were covered in moss.
Do you know how long?
No.
How long does moss take to grow?
Go ahead and make a
I
nature.
don't know.
Cricket,
History.
go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay.
From what was growing on him and from what you know as a druid, he was there for quite a really long time. Like, several thousand years, probably.
Holy.
Oh, that's even older than me. Okay.
Yeah. You can't tell exactly, but you know that he is old.
From what I found, you must have been there for many, many years.
How many?
Thousands.
I'll just like kind of stand up straight and I'm just staring. Like I just go totally blank.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I do not know where I am from. And if what you tell me is true, I may never know. I doubt very many people are alive who have been alive that long.
But you're here with us now. That's what matters now.
True. I guess the present is more important. And I walk off like 40 yards into the woods and just sit down against a tree. What?
I let you go. I don't follow.
Tiana will walk by randomly. Carefully, you get stuck like that.
I stand up. Do I need to keep moving?
I don't know. I don't really know how you function.
I kind of like look at my body and like start moving all my joints and I seem to be
Takes time to
functioning
prescribe a
fine.
calisthenics exercise for 6.
No, that's
Did I
okay.
do the
don't
exercises
need to
the
know.
monks taught me?
That's actually not a bad idea. Just don't do them on me.
Oh, I was referring to the ones that are more like
Meditation and stretching.
stretches and
What are you
yoga,
stretching?
I
Your
believe they called it.
like ligaments? Question mark? Question mark?
He wasn't really taught, he just watched them.
That sounds fine. Just don't break anything. As he looks at the metal pieces.
It's never broken me before.
Excellent. Good talk. And he'll walk away.
I started doing like the monk exercises, like yoga and like the fucking kung fu movements and stuff.
The crane pose.
Yeah. I'm doing that until somebody comes and tells me to stop, by the way.
Lol. Theon,
Yes?
I was going to go on another walk. Would you care to join me?
Theon looks around camp, sees that nothing's really going on that needs his attention. Sure.
Jorak is meditating really close to Iris. Like deep breathing exercises really close to the wolf. Go on.
I would like Dion and Dan to join me in whispers.
Okay. We'll be back, guys.
Dion will totally psychically tell Iris to just like stare at Jorak really close.
Okay, I'm gonna jump back over there and tell them.
Oh god.
So the entire time they're gone, Iris stares daggers at Jorak.
Well, my eyes are closed. I'm just sitting there, like deep breathing.
So Cricket and Six will see Iris just staring daggers at Jorak.
Oh, I'm like off in the woods doing my.
Okay, well.
So just me.
Because I
So
walk
just
like
you.
50 yards away.
Like it's like a staring contest, but Jorak's not staring back. Okay, I'm jumping back over.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna.
Hello.
Hey, okay, I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm dead.
So, Zill would. Zill would walk next to you. Quietly for a while, 10 minutes. After a while, she would start to speak. You know, I raised my name child, and yes, I know I've told you this before, but hear me out. I have known my entire life that fulfilling my destiny would take me away from everyone I care about. I knew that in the end I would be gone and that my loved ones would be hurt by the choice I knew I had to make. So I resolved at a young age that I simply wouldn't get close to anyone. You can't hurt your loved ones if you don't have any loved ones. And it worked. My entire life, I kept everyone at arm's reach. Even Father Blackfire, the man who raised me. That was the hardest. He'd been like a father to me and raised me since birth, but he might be the only other person in the world who knows my destiny, and so we understood. So I had successfully avoided any real, meaningful connections in my life. And at that point, she kind of bumps his hand with her hand. And then if he allows it, she'll take his hand in hers.
He will instinctively pull away for a split second.
She expected it.
And then he will reach his back out without looking at her.
She takes his hand.
Like looking away coyly.
She continues. But you're different. Something about you. You're the first person I've ever felt close to, and I've tried to keep my distance, but with you I can't. You're the only person I've ever held in my heart. And now I'm going to die. Destiny destroyed by a single mistake in a fight. You know, he saw me touch your hand before the fight, and he thought that hurting me would hurt you, and that's why he attacked me. I'm sure of it. Right before he died, he said, "My lord welcomes you," as he sank his teeth into my arm.
Dion will gently squeeze her hand.
She squeezes back. And instead of killing me, he's turned me into a monster. He turned me into something he knew you would hate. And now, as I face my death, I have one regret in life. You think that I'd regret that I don't get to fulfill that destiny, but I mean I do, but more than that, I regret not telling you how I feel about you soon. But I'm
Dion stops. Yes?
She stops, but will not look at him. She's not, by the way, she hasn't looked you in the eyes since the fight. Or that after.
Since what? Since the fight?
Since the fight.
Oh. Okay.
What I'm saying, what I'm really saying is I wanted you to be with me. And I wanted you to go on adventures with me. But it doesn't matter anymore. You were already shouldered with a terrible burden, and I just gave you another. And she just kind of turns and leans in, and if he doesn't pull away, kind of buries her face into his shirt. I just couldn't die without telling you. I'm sorry. And then she cries into your shirt a lot.
I am with you.
She kind of very unladylike snorts into your shirt. Are you really that dense, Dion?
I suppose.
She grabs his hand, or I guess she's kind of still holding his hand. And she puts it on her chest over her heart. And looks up at him and meets his eye.
As your guys' eyes meet, a warm feeling falls over you.
As a single beam of light.
That's actually, he was about to mention that.
It feels like the sun is shining on you, but there's no light.
Couple of things. One, you did not put this burden on me. My past and my need for revenge have cursed you with potentially with this. And I was worried that I was going to have to do something terrible.
Is your mic all the way down, dude?
I'm probably just being quiet. Sorry.
No, that's so much better now. I can hear you better. Go on.
I'm just talking louder now.
Okay.
It's just hard. I was expecting to have to do something quite terrible.
Zill raises her eyebrows. She's got tears in her eyes.
Dan will look away at that moment. And then he'll look down. But
Down at her or down away?
Down at the ground, away from her. But I know that you are still wanted and needed by the one we serve. And I know that you have an important part to play. I cannot say that you will not die. Though I think it would be foolish, and he looks up, to let this one fall, or to be cursed. And then he'll look back at her. You will not die by my hand. And I know that was a fear of yours.
She is
I will see you.
Not looking at his face again.
I will see you to our journey's end.
So swallows hard and takes a step back. Let's go with his hand. Well, if I turn and start hurting people, if I can't control myself, you have to
No,
at least promise me that you'll stop me.
that I
Still
will.
not looking at it.
But I am one who believes in the greater good, Zill. And sometimes that means making very difficult decisions. He is looking directly in her eyes, whether or not she's looking at him.
She's not.
You are, and he's trying to like catch your line of sight. You are, and he will, if she's still not looking, he will gently grab her chin and make her face him, unless she really fights it.
She does not. She doesn't fight it.
Even if you change, the impact of good that you will have on this world will dramatically outweigh any darkness you bring. My fears have been utterly allayed.
Did you have a dream last night?
No,
Mm-hmm.
I was shown something last night.
She raises her eyebrows.
I was shown what a fool I was last night. You hold back the tide of darkness that this world throws at us.
She does the furrowed but confused eyebrows. But doesn't know what to say.
You have not been abandoned. That I can tell you.
I wasn't afraid that Paylor would abandon me. She says, looking at you pointedly.
I'm glad that my fear of that is gone.
She gives a half smile. Me too. She takes a step back and turns away. We at least have to plan out what we're going to do that night to make sure I can't hurt anybody.
Yes, I doubt that. And he jingles the chain at his side. I doubt that this will be enough. We need to find something.
How many days?
What, 3
She
days?
says asking both
There's
him
still
and the
3.
Yeah.
3 days.
We have 3 days before you're tested.
She tugs on her earrings. Doesn't say anything about it, just tugs on them.
And he notices them. He's noticed them before.
Where are we going to get silver chains between now and then?
Well, we have a fair amount of silver. We just don't have silver shackles. Unless I do have silver shackles, I say out of character, because I believe I do actually have I do have shackles on me for sure, but I don't think they're silver.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
They might be lined with silver.
The shackles would actually be fine. From what you know, werewolves, even on their first transformation, and it takes a long time for their immense strength to build up. The curse has to mature, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the same strength as the person that they were.
Oh, then we're fine because I'm a twig.
You will not be extremely physically powerful yet. And I do have shackles. Though I haven't washed them since Stella wore them, so you might want to.
I will make sure they're clean. She chuckles and then gets really sad. Apparently the kids are lighting fires in the other room.
They're asking if we died.
Yes.
Zill turned into a werewolf 3 days early, killed
Yeah.
Dion, and is on the way to eat them now.
Are you guys ready to head back, or do you have...
Yeah, I mean, I am if she is.
Yeah. We'll make plans later. And she'll just turn him, start walking back to camp.
Okay. Anything last minute thing before we flip back over?
I don't think so.
Dion, do an insight check for me.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
All right. You can tell Zill's upset as you guys walk back. And she
With
stays-
him?
Was she expecting more? Is that a good way to put it?
She was expecting something different.
Okay.
She was not. She was expecting it to go differently.
Okay.
She doesn't say.
As soon as he realizes that, is she still holding his hand?
No, she had let go of it
Okay.
during the conversation.
I'm going to say that in that moment he has a sudden understanding. And he's going to reach for her hand and turn her around and hold her by the face.
She is visibly shocked, and now that you're looking at her face, you see tears again because she does that. She cries at the drop of a hat. You may have noticed.
I do. I have. Dion does too. It's just internal.
Right.
You are very dear to me. And he will kiss her forehead. And not let go of her hand. And then reach back down and grab her hand as they walk back. Unless she does something else in between.
I heard. Well, she starts glowing again, like very bright for a moment, and then it fades down to her normal.
Okay.
And
You guys head back now?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's jump back over.
Exactly what happened.
Okay, we're back.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, that was a long one. They're supposed to be heading back too. There you are.
I couldn't scroll. It wasn't letting me scroll. I'm
Okay.
dead, by the way, guys. He killed me.
Yep.
Okay, so
It was a murder scene.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys
I'm just holding her hand.
and everybody notices Zill is glowing again, which she has not been doing for the last 2 days.
Awesome.
Zorak, are you screaming yet?
I think they heard me.
Before they got back.
Oh, okay.
This is before they got back.
Okay.
So yeah, I was. Jorak is sitting by the fire, just like has his hands in front of it, sort of warming his.
Oh, are we role playing it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Six walks up because Cricket told him to stop doing his exercises. Jorak, what are you doing? Why are you holding your hands like that?
I'm just using the fire to sort of warm my hands, getting a little chilly.
Oh, well, this is much more efficient. And I grab his hands and I just push him into the fire.
So at this point, when you guys are walking back, you hear a scream.
Six, get him out!
He needs them warmed.
I've pulled my arms out.
She starts running in. I don't know how far out we are, but as soon as Zill hears it, she starts running in.
I've just got I've got my hands like spread out wide. I'm just like breathing deeply with my eyes closed.
Zill runs in and sees a burning half orc on the ground, and immediately. I guess I'm gonna do it this way.
Jorak, you take 2 points of fire damage from that.
I'll take it.
She's gonna run in, and as soon as she's within 60 feet, she's gonna cast Healing Word. She's gonna be like, Jorak, oh my gosh, are you okay? Taylor's Grace, what happened here? I don't know why suddenly I turned into Siggy, but that just happened.
He was trying to warm his hands.
Six just put my hands in the damn fire.
Six! Why would you... Oh.
Hellfire.
He wanted them warm, and they were very far away from the flame. It's warmer the closer you get.
Six, we need to explain thermodynamics to you.
Yes?
You know how... She walks over and she grabs the stick. By the way, you're healed, back up, dude.
Perfect.
Have to use this fucking spell slot. It's not like I hope I don't need it, but
No,
she walks over and grabs a stick. Probably one of the sticks that we have next to the fire that we hadn't put in the fire yet. Okay. Six. You know how sticks burn, and I put it in the fire and let it ignite.
Yes?
And you see how it damages the stick? As
Yes. So Jorak is made of wood?
No, Zorak is made of flesh. Flesh does a very similar thing, except it hurts. Are you familiar with the concept of pain?
No.
When people made of flesh are damaged, it... How do you explain... And I look over at everyone else. How do you explain pain to something that doesn't understand pain?
I wouldn't hate showing him how pain works.
Are you going to stick my hands in the fire?
No.
No.
Six.
Putting your hands in the fire. It causes a physical and emotional distress that, depending on the source of the damage, can be very, very severe. And by sticking his hands in the fire, you cause great distress, and it damaged him. People with flesh are much more susceptible to that sort of damage. And I think you should apologize to him because you hurt him. She gives him the mom look.
I walk to Jorak and I hold out my arms. I'm sorry, Jorak. He's waiting for a hug.
little.
Whatever, 6.
I like
And
it though.
I hug him, like, awkwardly.
I'm like just like flexing my hands, like extending and flexing, just sort of like make things.
Your hands are no longer burnt, but they're probably still a little tingly.
Fire hurts Shorak.
Zill sits down and drinks her entire water.
I'm talking because I don't hear anything.
No.
Leon, are you talking, or is it
No.
just your mic doing
It just shows that I'm talking all the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Your mic is picking up some noise.
So,
Probably.
yeah,
Is
like
it- is it-
sensitive
I can put
mics
on-
will just
I
pick
can
it
put
up.
it on-
We can't hear anything, but it's picking up
Okay.
noise. It's probably how mine says I'm talking constantly because it's picking up my fan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zill is exhausted. I think it. Did we eat? Have we eaten? She says in.
I have not.
Shorak sort of like looks at her and says, "Have you?"
Yeah, because Zill hasn't eaten in 2 days, right?
No.
Well, she
not
said she
really.
ate breakfast,
I ate
but-
breakfast. I ate a small breakfast.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Hungry. Have you guys have we had food?
No. I don't eat.
6 has never had food.
She just ignores.
I could eat.
Um.
Dion has eaten little, but he's eaten more than her.
All right.
Shorak says, "Let's eat." And then what was the name of your horse, Dion?
Susan's gone.
Oh, damn it! I was thinking if she stayed with us, he just sort of like eyes the horse and.
He smacked her on the butt and she ran off.
Okay, never mind. Ruin that joke.
She or he?
Hey, sorry.
Don't misgender your own horse, bro.
Right?
So, yeah, Zill finds some food and eats. Sits on her bedroll in its usual spot, and she eats her food.
Do you guys want to keep going, or do we want to call it a night here?
I want to keep I want to keep playing.
I have a little bit of energy left.
Okay. I just know you have to get up early,
Mm-hmm.
and we will most likely be playing next week. Because
Won't or will?
will.
Okay.
So, as far as I can see, I have nothing stopping me at this moment. So,
Cool.
I just don't want to make anybody stay up later than they want to.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Keep playing.
I have a question for all of you.
We have to get to the full moon, dude.
Okay.
We have to.
This is
I'm
what
gonna-
this is what my proposal is. Does anybody have any role play they want to do over the next 3 days? Or do we want to just kind
I
of
think I've gotten through everything specific.
Yeah.
or we want to
nothing
streamline
huge, just
everything?
like-
I think I want to keep questioning Cricket.
Every night?
I just do a little bit, like not
Yeah. We
like drilling her. But
Yeah. What we can do is I can just we can just say we'll just do a couple like every night's little bit of like together banter just to like speed it up a little bit because this is definitely taking a lot longer than I expected. But I
Yeah.
guess I should have expected that. Because I was definitely hoping to get through all 5 nights, and I want to get to the 5th night.
You and me both, brother.
So we have 3 more nights.
We can just go ahead to that point, and I could do it later. That's fine. Or yeah.
Okay.
I never
cannot
want
go
to
another
discourage
week.
your RP though.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
want
no.
we want you guys to
That's
RP.
fine. It's just I don't know. It feels like we haven't gotten into a lot of other stuff.
Yeah,
No,
Right.
yeah.
we can
I wanna-
streamline
We
it.
have monopolized the
Yeah.
RPs. You do you, man. Like,
So yeah, I'll make sure. Let's make sure you guys get your RP, and then next session there will most likely be combat.
okay.
As long as you guys don't spend the whole session in village talking to people.
Whisper chat.
So what you're saying is next week Zill turns into a werewolf and you have to kill her.
Maybe.
God damn it. No.
Okay. So we're gonna say this night happens. Nothing else for tonight, or are we?
While they're all eating, Six just kind of like kneels next to the fire and like sticks his hand in.
God damn it.
He's just waiting like to see if like pain or something happened.
You're wood.
And then at one point I just like Jorak. I'm
Wait,
just looking at one of my hands in the.
6, you would actually take fire damage from that.
Okay, that's fine.
So, 10 points of fire damage from a sustained hold.
Can I see this and grab him out of the fire? 6, what are you doing?
I don't feel anything.
So 6, at this moment, when you pull your hand out and you try to move your fingers, you notice that they're not moving as well. And it almost kind of clicks in your head now that it makes things not function as well when they're hurt or damaged.
Zill sees his hand all jacked up, and she
I
walks
think
over.
I understand.
She lays her hand on his and casts Cure Wound.
I only got a healing word.
Yeah, you only took 2 damage.
You hold the hand in the for like 30 seconds.
I know, I was kidding, dude.
She likes me better.
Push your luck, kid.
Actually, he's your senior because he's way
He's
older than you.
1,000 years old.
They're older than all of you put together.
Probably multiply all our ages
Yeah.
and still be older.
I don't care. He is a child. He has 2 years of memory.
No, 2
Or
months.
2 months.
2 months of
Jeez,
memory.
he's
He's a
a
child.
baby.
He's a baby. This is why she's trying to teach him things.
He's a 6 foot, 200-pound infant that knows how to talk somehow.
And kick ass, apparently.
He learns quickly.
Punch werewolves in the face.
Very
Okay.
quickly.
Okay, so we're just going to tonight's watch. You guys all do your watches. Nothing happens, and we get on to the next day. I'm gonna assume you guys travel down the road. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
What the hell? I look less terrifying than that.
Right?
Yeah, that was
I
terrifying.
look much more friendly.
Okay. So now you guys travel for the day. And about a day's travel, you find another one of these camping spots set up on the side of the road.
How kind of them.
I get the feeling they travel this road often.
Are there any signs of living?
So this is the night.
It's-
This is the evening before, or the day before.
This is the 3rd day, so there's 2 more nights. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
Night and
Right.
tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
and then the night after is the full moon.
Okay.
So tomorrow is the eve of the full moon.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man. Okay. So, what RP would we like to do when we set up this night's camp?
Oh, we are doing.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of RP. Just
Okay, go ahead, Zora.
Shark wants to go over to Zill and just thank her again for the healing of the hands and shows her everything's still looking good.
Good. I'm so glad to hear it.
And also, Zill, I've noticed. I mean, you're glowing again.
I'm feeling better. It's been a rough couple of days, and it took me some time to well, recover.
Understood. Yeah,
Thank you
I get that.
for your concern. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome. And then I glance over at the wolf again and try and get like a gauge on if it wants to play or not.
Okay.
And then I sort of just like give sort of like a playful like saunter forward, and then I just go back to the campfire.
Okay. So at some point, Zill and Dion go on a little walk. They just vanish for a little while, and then they come back.
It's on fire this time.
Cricket.
I do not sit close to the fire when they walk away this time.
Well,
I just wear gloves. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
we need to. I don't think we need to RP this one. Just
No,
Yeah.
that just
no.
happens.
Can you hear me?
Does
Yeah.
he?
I can hear you,
Cricket.
Yes.
Dion.
When you found me, what were you doing out there? You said I was in the woods.
Well, that's where I lived.
You live in the woods?
I used to.
Why? I thought people lived in cities.
Sometimes. Sometimes they want to live in the woods.
Do you prefer the woods?
Yes.
Why?
Feels more like home.
You were born in the woods?
No. I feel like the woods are like a family.
You are related to the woods?
Yes. If you want to call it that.
I don't understand. How can you be related to trees?
I just like to be with the trees. They're safe.
Safe? They don't hurt you?
No, they don't.
Do people hurt you? Do you need me to hurt them for you?
No, there's no one you need to hurt right now. But I'll let you know if there is.
Okay. I'm done. That's it.
Okay. Any more RP for the night? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys do your normal watches, traps, whatever you feel like, and nothing goes awry this evening. Okay.
When I'm playing with my minor illusion spell,
Mhm.
I'm playing, this time it's Jorak sitting in a fire.
I throw rocks at
Oh, you're asleep during this. I'm doing this on my watch.
during my watch. Don't we do watch at the same time?
No, I've been doing it with Cricket.
God damn it.
Also, I like how everyone pairs up for watches, but Jorak, he's just like,
Oh.
Because technically, Six and Cricket are both aware during Jorak's watch.
fair enough.
Yeah, so he gets advantage either way.
Yeah, but he just
Plus 6 is closer to Cricket, so.
yeah.
He-
But Cricket only needs 4 hours. So technically, Cricket could do both watches with Jorak and Six.
Cannot wait until next level, guys. Next level, I don't have to sleep at all, ever.
Level 6.
Yeah. At level 3 Warlock.
I feel like 6 should get something special at level 6.
I agree.
An extra feat or something.
What do I get at level 6? I get something.
Yeah.
Cool monk stuff.
Shadow Step. Oh, I do get something good. Yeah. I can, like, teleport.
So they've definitely come back. Like they aren't Dion and Zill aren't gone the whole time. Like they come back before watches start.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And is that it for the evening?
Oh yeah, Dion's not really doing anything. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay, so we'll just conclude this night and start the next day. We are now on the day heading into the eve of the full moon.
And Dion's back to being really quiet again.
I have no idea how I would play this. Is it the day like we're traveling, or is this like
This
almost sundown?
you guys travel for the day. You find another one of the camping spots along the road.
Is there any sign of living like at these campsites?
People, you can definitely tell that people have stayed at here very frequently.
Okay, but anybody like recently?
You'd probably say in the last week or two, there's been someone here.
Okay.
In the fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
Was it Jorak?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I totally just lost where I was at. Okay. Oh no, you guys were doing the Arcana training, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And failing miserably.
yeah, no. You guys have other
No.
things on your mind. It's really difficult to learn something new right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So any RP during the evening before you sleep?
No.
Tomorrow
nothing
is
from
the full
Jordan, at
moon.
least.
Oh, if this is a new night, then we try Arcana again.
Tomorrow or tonight? I thought it was.
Tomorrow
was-
is the full moon. This is the eve of the full moon.
Oh.
And
okay.
Infernal.
This is a
Doing
new
some
night.
Arcana.
If anybody else has more RP they want to do.
I mean, yeah, but not necessarily like. It'd be more like private stuff again. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Um,
like the same stuff as before, presumably.
Yeah. No,
Jorak. Oh,
Yes, 6.
are your hands okay?
Yes.
Have I permanently damaged you?
No, I'm fine. Zill healed me up.
She fixed my functionality as well. But I did not feel. What is it like?
What is it like to feel?
It's an interesting question. One that I've never been asked to explain pain before. I guess it's. I mean. Jorak sits a little bit too long, like trying to think and explain what to say. It's a sensation that necessarily isn't just localized. I mean, with pain, you feel it in different areas from where the functionality, I guess, was, and it's not a good feeling. It's painful. I don't know exactly how to explain this to you, Six. This is, I think, beyond my capabilities.
Should I ask Dion instead?
Please.
Dion,
Yes.
can you explain pain?
Inflicting it?
Feeling.
Oh,
Jorak is sitting like closely and listening to this as well.
what kind?
Burning hands in a fire?
To him? It? They?
I am
No.
6.
To 6? Imagine. Okay, you think logically, yes?
Yes.
A and B. The what do you feel about being damaged? What processes in your cognition?
That it is not optimal for proper functionality.
Okay. Now take that and imagine that overrides the rest of your logic.
6 kind of like thinks for a moment, but it doesn't for me.
Right. But imagine and that all you can do is act upon that specific piece of information.
Is that why people scream?
Yes.
Because they do not
one
function.
of the reasons.
They are confused.
It is a way of one's to express an innate need for assistance.
Oh shit, wrong chat.
Why do they not just ask for assistance?
Because it's easier to scream.
Okay.
Excellent. Right, so this glyph you don't step on or you will explode, so.
You've told me this one before, Dion.
Right.
I have to step away, guys. I think my mouse just
Okay.
died, and I don't have a way to move this mouse around.
Oh no!
So I will be right back.
Okay.
Keep RPing, have fun. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
And Dion will continue to explain the different types of pain to 6. Physical, mental, emotional. But honestly, I'd rather not feel it. I think you have it better.
Perhaps. But the other night, I took damage, and
Yes.
I didn't know that until Jorak stopped me. Would it not be better to
Were you not able
be
to
aware?
observe? Yes, but were you not able to observe the damage you were taking as you were taking it? Or were you simply ignoring the damage?
I don't know. I did not feel.
Honestly, I don't much either. Zill would probably be an easier person to talk to about pain. She is
Yay, it's working. Check.
the most understanding person of people that I've ever met. Sorry, I don't.
Glances over at him.
I don't words well.
When he says people, I kind of like tilt my head, like it's an odd thing to call me, kind of thing. I don't say anything though. I'm just like, okay, Zill.
You're it.
Glares.
Your turn to speak.
She glares at Dion, but chuckles. Hey, that's an interesting thing. How do you function? What allows you to move around?
I don't know. I will my limbs to move, and they do. I've never met another like me. The monks told me there are more called Warforged, but I have never met one. And from what Cricket told me, they may not even be the same ones who may have known me.
Interesting.
She says I am thousands of years old. Or that I had been in the woods for that long. Or at least.
Really? That old? So it's genuinely surprised. I don't.
For 6, he was
I know. I
damaged.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
He was damaged
I know.
and they don't know how to repair him. They just were able to get him functioning.
Gotcha.
So he.
No, I was really curious. Is this a general?
Yeah,
or
this
like,
is not a
I'm
more
fine
accurate.
with it. I was just curious. No, I
Yeah.
just think it's fun.
Warforged can actually feel pain and
Yeah.
all that stuff in my world. They just 6 is damaged.
Interesting.
In case nobody noticed it from the artwork that we posted, I do have a dent in my head.
I don't think I did it.
That was not able to be fully repaired.
Interesting.
I did not notice that yet. I mean, Dion would have, but I did not.
Yeah, we Zill
Did you
was
see
kind
that
enough to do
picture
some
I posted?
artwork for me. Yeah.
You should post it again because I don't know where it is.
Hold on, let me find it.
I'm looking at it right now. Last Monday.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced any sort of discomfort? Say.
I don't understand. Pain? That's what it looks like. More or less.
I love it. It's so good. It's so fun. And I like that I gave him the most awkward, because normally
Yeah, he looks like
really
just
casual,
like
'cause it's just
yeah.
stick with support.
If he could blink, I would imagine him doing that.
He
I
can't,
imagine
which
his
makes
eyes
him even
just,
more awkward.
I imagine his eyes just flicker instead of blink.
There you go.
That's just me.
Yeah. Let's get down to business.
Do you feel any physical sensation? Yeah, by
Sorry,
the
what?
way I did too.
No, I just pictured Mulan when I saw that.
I was copying a Mulan pose.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Do you feel any physical sensation?
I can feel things when I touch them.
Okay. She walks over and she grabs your hand. And she touches her finger to your finger. Can you feel this, the pressure as I touch you?
Yes.
Describe it to me, what it is that you're feeling. Don't use the word pressure.
I was about to say pressure.
I know. Other than pressure, what would you consider? If she just continues to tap your fingertip.
Contact? Friction?
Okay. Have you ever felt? Is it feel the same when I tap lightly and when I tap harder? Can you tell the
Yes.
difference? It feels the same.
Yes.
Interesting. How far can you bend your finger back without damaging yourself?
I bend my finger back and touch my wrist.
Huh. Interesting. And do you feel that? Do you feel that same pressure, that same pushing sensation when you do that?
Yes.
Okay. Imagine you have an imagination. I've seen you make some very interesting illusions. Curious.
Those are things I see in my head.
Curious. Hey DM, can
Yes.
you hear us? Prestidigitation. You create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as shower of sparks, puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odor. Could I make that like a pinprick? Not enough to, like, damage, but enough to cause the sensation. Actually, I mean, I can create a non-magical trinket that fits in my hand. I could just make a little pin.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. I will make a little pin, and I will prick his finger. Do you feel that?
Yes.
What does it feel like?
The same.
Interesting.
Should it feel different?
Oh, for people with flesh, it does. Does Zill understand how the nervous system works? Probably not. She's not proficient in medicine.
No, then.
No. Okay. Do you ever feel cold?
No.
Interesting. I'm not sure I can explain how pain works either.
Oh.
I'll think about it, though. If I come up with something, I'll let you know.
Okay. Cricket.
Yes.
Everyone else had a turn. It's your turn to speak.
I think it's time to go to bed.
Oh. I don't sleep.
You don't have to sleep, just go to bed.
You don't sleep either, do you?
No, I don't sleep either.
I don't understand.
Putting the baby to bedtime.
Do we use bedding? We have bedding, don't we?
Hey, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
I have a bedroll.
I have a bedroll.
I just stand there.
That's
Jorek
so
has a bedroll.
fucking awkward.
It's like right over one of our bedrolls.
Oh my god.
Zill has set
I would probably
He is
stand
not
in a
allowed
spot
to-
where I could see everyone.
Yeah, he is not allowed to stand right next to her bedroll. She's
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't do that when I was
okay.
whatever sleeping, resting. I would be in a spot where I could see.
Yes. Zill would probably.
Like that picture, that's me resting.
Well, just staring.
Just the eyes aren't glowing. That's the only difference.
Zill would probably that evening set up her incense, her real incense, not her fake incense, and which is a thing, by the way. And she would sit in prayer for a little while, and then she would probably start singing some church music. Some quiet, calming choir music before she goes to bed. Welcome back. Still singing church music.
Sure, I come back.
Yeah, she would sing a couple songs, and then she's definitely not going kumbaya though. Definitely not going kumbaya. I realized as soon as I said it. No, she's not doing that.
Okay. So we're gonna have our watches for the night and wake up the next day. This is the day going into the full moon.
Oh,
We should set camp early.
okay. For some reason, I thought that was that day.
No.
Okay.
One more.
No.
It was
it's
the
full moon.
eve of the full moon.
Evening before the full moon. Not
Yes.
evening of. Yeah.
Eve.
The eve of, not the evening.
Okay.
Sorry.
Look, I keep rolling 14s on my fucking learning check.
Okay. So you guys travel for the evening, or the day.
The day.
Everyone knowing what tonight is, there is probably a lot of tension.
Yep.
Everyone.
Everyone is on edge, except for maybe
Well,
6.
6 doesn't have any idea what's going on. Actually, Zill would have explained to everyone. Actually, no, she wouldn't have yet. Never mind. That's fine.
And you guys run into another one of the camp spots about a day's travel.
As they're setting up camp, Zill would like to talk to all of them.
Does Shorak play football?
What is football?
I don't know.
Zill would like to have everyone kind of gather around and explain. So, as you all know, during our last fight, Romita, I was bitten. And she kind of glances at Sick. And are you all aware of what that means?
Yes. Our task before joining you two was hunting lichens. We were made very well aware of the risks.
And 6, do you understand what it is?
If you turn into a lichen, we will have to kill you.
No.
What?
I will not.
Dan, can you mute yourself? You got whoosh in the background.
Sorry. Was that better?
Was that not our mandate?
Better. And then, Dion, you got real quiet. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, no, we will not. I have a higher mandate.